Welcome to my ramen noodle tutorial. I have spare packets because I eat them raw sometimes. So you want to get your favorite flavors. Grab a good sized pan. We're going to fill it with some water. Not too much, but you definitely need enough. That'd be good. Bring that to a boil. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for that, I'm going to feel around the inside here. We're going to see, here it is. I can feel the divots. Alright, so that's how I know what side has the split. So now I'm going to take these out real fast. See if I can prop my camera up. Show how I do this. First we're going to take out the sauce packet. Then we're going to take this. I'm going to put my fingers in between. And kind of spread it apart like that. Helps to do wiggle it a little bit. Then I'm going to break it open like that. Then they look like that. And then I just do the same thing with the other one. Sometimes I make the break a little uneven. So like one side's super small and the other side's super long, like tall. That's fine. As long as you can fit them all in the pan. They're still going to cook easy. They're still going to be the same length. What I mean is they're all going to be about that long. Back over here, we're still waiting for the water to boil. As you can see, the stove is on. Sometimes, to make it boil a little faster, I'll take my special Himalayan table salt mixture and just sprinkle a little bit in there. Sometimes it might also help if you stir it around a little bit, get that salt mixed up in there. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of water. You can see how big the pan is. Not too much water in there. Finally out of boil. Alright, so now we're going to take our packs. Pull them in one at a time. Get down there. Don't want to make a mess. Oh my gosh, that's so uneven. Okay, hold on. Grab the fork. Stir it around a little bit. There's quite a bit of water in there, too. Sometimes if I put too much water in, I'll drain it out after I get the noodles like evenly in there. So kind of like this. Just pull it over here. Pour a little tiny bit of water out. That'll be good. Okay. Now we're going to add sauce packet. And I try to make it as even as I possibly can. Get in there. Grab my fork. Start stirring her up. Get that mixed in. Noodles at the bottom are starting to get loose, so we're going to switch them with the ones on top. Just like that. And as you can see, they're starting to get loose. It's getting pretty close to time, so we're going to turn this off. Just keep stirring them a little bit, loosen them up. Alright, this is the tricky part. I'm going to have to somehow make this so I can do this. We're going to strain the noodles now. See, and they're not super translucent yet. They're still a little white, so that's perfect. So first we're going to strain it. Then we're going to rinse it with cold water. Mix that up. And it's not a whole lot in there, but enough. Okay, I'm going to mix that up a little bit. Get them noodles to stop cooking. Quite a bit of flavor in there still. I'm going to strain her out. Making sure we don't take out too much water. We still need some water to mix the sauce in there. So this is what it looks like now. You can kind of see a little bit of that water right there in the corner. Kind of. Just a little bit. That's all we really need for that. I'm going to put it in my bowl. And sometimes if you take out too much water, you can fix that. Because what I do is I like to rinse out the pan. Find out just the right amount of water to put in. And just pour that in there. So now that's all good to go. Stir up a little bit more. Now, we can add our other sauce packets. Sometimes they're stiff, but it loosens up. Put in there as evenly as you can. Sometimes you got taparoo. This is my favorite part, because this is the part where I get to eat them. My finger got stuck. And that's what they look like. So I'm going to mix her up. Alrighty, and here's our end results. If I tilt it just enough, you can see that juice creeping. That's all the water we need. Just a tiny amount. Now this one's going to taste really good because I put less water in, so they're going to be a little more spicy. But there you go, Souper Ramen.